mission, solving mysteries in the night. Chasing shadows, finding answers, shining bright light. No one's left behind, in the darkness all alone. With a heart like a siren, she brings the lost ones home. Silent cries in the dark no longer have to be. For justice wheels keep turning, granny on the beat. Broken voices find their power, call out hope again. When these crime busters run, no victims left to pay. Bravery in her veins, truth she won't disguise. With a fire in her eyes, she's got nothing to deny. Granny fights for justice, never backs down from the call. For the voiceless and the missing, she'll stand tall.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? I gotta tell you, I'm feeling good. Hello, Callie. I saw that you posted earlier. I hope you're in here. Hello, Ginger Girl and Cheryl. Yes. Hello, Tiffany. Yes, today is a wonderful day. Today is a wonderful day. It just goes to show you that even when you might think there's no hope, because I was concerned after they found little Hazel dead, but baby Claire was walking along Highway 417, guys, found alive. She's currently in a hospital. But they said she was walking and talking. Amazing. Because she went missing Sunday afternoon because someone spotted her around 2:00 on Sunday afternoon. And just amazing. I'm so happy when I got the news, and I don't know if any of you had seen my quick 5-minute live that I did. I was excited and half crying. It's just so exciting to know that of all these, we've been talking about how deep and dark these cases are, right? And to get such good news is incredible. It's incredible. Hello, Walla. Good to see you. So, congratulations to law enforcement. Incredible news. I was going to play a short clip. Take her picture off of here. Let's see. So here's the first one that they did. Can you guys see this all right? Okay.
To announce that we've been able to locate Claire Bell, the young girl of 3 years old who was missing since Sunday afternoon. So she was located by a drone of the Ontario Provincial Police, our partners that did join the search today because of a lead that we received that the little girl and the suspect has been observed in Ontario Sunday afternoon. So because of that, we asked our partners to do some search, and they've been able to locate the young girl on the side of the Highway 417. So she was speaking with the police officer. She was alive. We provided some first aid in water and food for now, and she's been taken care of by the paramedics. So the priority is just to make sure she is okay. How is she healthy? And so that's the priority. And I know you all have a lot of questions about how is this possible, or how has she been discovered? Where has she been? I have the same questions myself, but all I can tell you right now is we're happy that she's alive. It's the best scenario possible. We were today feeling that we were advancing, and we had some leads, new leads, and so that's the best scenario possible. The authorities of SQ and OPP are going to do a press conference later tonight, and I hope you're going to get some more information and details. I know the population wants to know more. I want to thank them. Thank to everybody who help us giving information, watching at their video cameras. The population has been really supportful. Everywhere we were going, people were telling us, I saw something, how can I help? What's the phone number to call you guys? So thanks to everybody that did participate. I want to thank the public and also the media, because you all always are good with your cooperation, and you relay our messages. So thank you so much.
So she was all alone?
She was alone when she was found. Yes, alive, speaking. So yeah, we could not wish more, and the time was running. I mean, it's the fourth day of the search, so it's been long. It's been hard for everybody, but we always knew we were doing that to find her as quickly as possible, and find her because she also has a family, relatives who were really worried. So it's a good conclusion. The investigation will still be ongoing, and I think you can address the further questions at the press conference tonight.
Can you just tell us where she is now?
In hospital somewhere. I don't know which one, but that was the plan. Paramedics, hospital, just that's a priority. I mean, she's been outside for a couple of days, probably, so.
We're assuming that she's just been alone outside the whole time?
You will probably know further. I mean, I'm in front of you, and it's only been like maybe less than half an hour she's been found. So I don't have all the answers right now, and I want to thank you all.
Incredible, isn't it? Incredible. Okay. Well, welcome, Walla. We're happy to have you as a member. We thank you for being here.
Granny's got a plan with a twist and a flair. Crime solving secrets in a rocking chair. A family bound tight with capes and a clue. Now you're one of us, we believe in you. Welcome to the team, the squad, the crew. Chasing down chaos like we always do. Grab a magnifying glass, put your game face on. With Granny's Crime Busters, the thrill's never gone.
Welcome, welcome. We're happy to have you as a member. Hello, Factory Girl. Yes, after that TikTok, yes, I was scared. And guys, yes, it is a big blessing. But here's for sure. The mom seems to need some help, guys. She might be facing further charges as far as child endangerment. I don't know, but I think the biggest thing is she needs some mental health, and I don't, in my opinion, I don't think baby should be with her right now, right? And I would sincerely hope that they would not. I mean, I guess at this point I'd be surprised if they gave Clarabelle to her, but I sincerely hope they do not, not until she's been evaluated and thoroughly checked out, right? Hello, Lori. Good to see you. The mom's bond hearing has been postponed. The judge will want an assessment of the child's health. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I'm so glad that you're welcome, Walla. I am so glad that they fed her, the paramedics, they fed her water, and after 3 days that she probably hasn't eaten. You can't just gobble, right? So I'm sure that they were giving her little bits, fruits and stuff at a time, giving her little bits of water at a time. It's amazing. I know that they said this is the 4th day of searching, so they started on Sunday, and I get that, but it's literally was 3 days that she was found, because she went missing Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right? So yes, she can talk. And guys, I will tell you this. Her mom, and maybe, we'll do maybe we'll do a live, or maybe a members only video, and go through, because I was preparing for a video. I had all kinds of stuff today, and then I found out she was alive. But now that little Claire Bell has been found, we have questions, don't we? How did she get out there? Guys, I got to tell you, she was walking. So here's where she lived, in LaSalle. An hour and a half away is where she was found. Actually, maybe a little bit more than that, because she was found near St. Albert, they said, but I don't know. They said she was walking along Highway 417. Highway 417 is a 4-lane highway, guys, in Canada. I'm assuming a very busy highway. Those of you from Canada, please let me know. We could see the cars going by behind the officer that was speaking. So, and they said she was found near some farmland. So, near Castleman, but by the St. Albert exit. And so I'm assuming this would be the St. Albert exit, since St. Albert is down here. That's the closest exit to get to St. Albert. Just trying to figure it all out for you guys, but she was walking alongside the road by some farmland. So I don't know if she was here, or if she was here, if she was on this side of the road. I mean, I don't know, right? But that's a busy highway. Thank goodness she didn't go out into the highway, right? It's a busy and dangerous highway. Yeah. Hello, Brenda Joe. Yeah, I would hope she sent to her father, right? He has been posting things asking for people to pray, right? So he's been vocal. But anyway, Tiffany, you said she can talk. Yes. And if we go to the mother's TikTok page, you can actually hear her talking, Claire saying things to her mother in the background while her mother is saying some disturbing things, but her little voice, it was so cute. So, like I said, maybe we'll do a members only for that. Yes, it's incredible to have a good ending. It's refreshing. It's exciting. It gives me hope for other cases, right? Yeah. Well, somebody said they saw her in Ontario. I'm trying to remember when they said, But anyway, was it yesterday? I'm thinking. Yeah. And the dog was found on a different highway. I think they said Highway 30, but I don't know. Look real quick. There's 20. Oh, here's Highway 30. So she must have been driving all over the place. Because the dog was found on Highway 30. This is Highway 30. Very strange, right? I think she had some kind of a mental break or something, right? I mean, something happened. Yes, Noni, I'm talking about Claire. It's extremely hot in Ontario today with severe storms. So you're very welcome. Yes. I wanted to kind of start out with it, show that newscast that we got, the initial one. Very, very good news. Yeah, because the mother, let me see. So I was reading. Her discovery came hours after police said they were looking to speak to a woman who lived and worked on a farm, who they believe met the child's mother, 34-year-old Rachel Ella Todd. Police believe they met sometime on Sunday between 9:45 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. in southwestern Quebec or Ontario. Officers said the woman spoke both English and French and was wearing an apron with the word abundance across the front. Police said Claire was found conscious and is now getting food and hydration. So basically there was this interaction with this woman, and I don't know what that was about, but why would the woman let her walk alone then on the highway? I don't know. Yes, the TikTok was really alarming. Well, you'll have to, when we do our members only, wait until you hear some of the mother's other videos. It almost reminds me of the Lori Vallow case, where very delusional, thinking things that just are out there, and I now understand, after watching her TikTok videos, I now understand why officers said that she talks a lot, but she doesn't say anything. Because it's really true, guys. Well, I mean, kind of, I guess. But the thing is, when they got this tip about this woman, they had, and because of where she had been seen, they moved their search there, and drones actually picked up the little girl. I mean, nobody led police to the little girl. They actually were flying drones and found her. So yeah, something. But it's a lot of videos, like 247 of them. Plunder played all of them, and it was an 8-hour video, just to give you an idea. We won't play all of them when I do members only live, but I'll play the worst of the best of the worst. How's that? Oh my gosh. But and it's, I suppose, not really anything to make fun of, because she does really need help, in my opinion. After watching those videos, she really does need help, and I hope she gets the help that she needs. I hope that they do a psychoanalysis on her while she's in jail, because in my opinion, it needs to be done. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because she said she didn't know where her daughter was. She lost her, and she didn't know what happened. So, to me, given the way that she acted in her videos, it sounds to me as though she had a blackout. You know how they say that happens? They do things they don't know why, and at least she didn't harm the little girl, right? And we don't know what happened with the puppy. I mean, we don't know. Yes. Yes, praise God. That's all I can say. Bipolar. I think it's more than bipolar. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And it's not clear if she was married to the father. I don't know. Well, Neuro, I'll play them in our members only live. And then everybody will get to see them. I have most of the social media platforms. I just don't do a lot with all of them, right? I haven't done much with TikTok at all. To me, it seems like a young person's place. I don't know. So I haven't done much with TikTok. Haven't done a whole lot with Instagram either. So Discord, no. I have a Discord, but just some you don't like, but it's helpful to have one so that I can look at things, right, when I need to look at something. She was married and then divorced him and was starting to date again. Gotcha. And I've heard other reports saying they never did get married. So I don't know. But the father seems genuinely concerned, and I hope so. I hope everything is good with that. So before we get too far in, I want to share a spotlight on the missing. We've got Sierra Lukens, missing since June 16th. Couple days, guys. Last seen in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have a couple of pictures of her there, one with glasses, one without. She's 17 years old. If anybody knows where she may be or anything about her disappearance, please call Fort Wayne PD or 911. We need to bring our kids home, like this sweet little baby here, right? I'm just so happy that she is alive. It's really encouraging news after all that we've been watching. Your Timu doctorate hasn't arrived yet. Yeah. Yes, another channel did post the videos. Yes, and we are going to watch that, Kate. So, in fact, we are going to get started, switch on over to, I only wanted to just talk a little bit about the fact that Claire has been found. Give us some good news for a change, right? And then we'll go back to the dark and dreary case of Jack and Lilly. So, first we're going to listen to the newest update, and it has it's about 8 minutes long. It has Daniel, an interview with Daniel in there. It also has some of the paternal grandmother's interview as well, but then we will watch all of the paternal mother's video as well. So let's get started.
Are you able to authorize and start getting some search teams going to the Gerlach location?
Radio chatter, search crews and first responders mobilizing in a quest no one dreamed would take this long.
Just make sure Mom stays close to the house there in case they happen to sneak out and get back into the house.
A home deep in rural Nova Scotia, 140 kilometers northeast of Halifax, the last known location.
A lot of area to cover. We're out in the sticks here.
Not one, but two missing children. A dog that barks at everything, a mother who left on the second day, a father who hasn't seen the kids in 3 years, and a stepfather trying to piece things together.
It's been a long 6 weeks. I know that everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanted to know like what happened.
The mystery of what happened to 6-year-old Lilly Mae Sullivan and her 4-year-old.
He knows that everybody in the world wants to know what happened. Interesting statement there, guys. What are your thoughts? I know that everybody in the world wants to know what happened.
Everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanted to know like what happened.
Who's he worried about? What is he worried about? Is he worried about Jack and Lilly? Why is he talking about what happened?
The mystery of what happened to 6-year-old Lilly Mae Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother, Jack William James Sullivan, is indeed gripping the country and beyond. It is Friday, May 2nd. Martell and his partner, Malaya Brooks Murray, the children's mother, are having a lazy morning with their baby. Lilly and Jack are in the kitchen alone.
Malaya and the baby were asleep. Lilly came in multiple times. I was not in deep sleep by any means. And then about 20 minutes passed, and then when I woke up, Malaya was right beside me. She was still asleep. And I said, I don't hear Lilly and Jack.
The time, no one will say.
Hang on. He said, so he was not in a deep sleep by any means, so he was dozing. And he said, I don't hear Lilly and Jack. Isn't that what Malaya said she said? So I want to see what you guys are saying here. A scrapyard deep in the forest of Nova Scotia. You guys, this narrator on this channel is disturbing to me. I'm sorry. They were having a lazy morning. I mean, what the heck? Did they have AI write the script for this narration? Yeah, let's talk about the children, huh? Not about what we, except that, yes, please tell us what happened. You know that the world wants to know what happened. Please tell us what happened. We'd like to know. Granny, how can the searchers say they found the train hard to deal with, but the kids could have went further? No. Yeah. I don't know why they said that, but there's no way. If adults find the terrain difficult, how is a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old going to manage it, right? Their legs are a lot shorter than an adult's. Me too, Lori. Me too. Yep. Now Daniel's saying he said it. Where did we have these inconsistencies before? In what other case? Ding, ding, ding. KPCP, right? It wasn't a call. It was an email. 6:17 and 6:18. Don't ask me why I know those times. But it just stuck in my head for some, I guess because I found it odd, but all right. Let's let's continue on with this. He's the hero in the story. Yes, he is, isn't he? Oh, yes, he's a hero. He's the only one saying anything, right? He's a hero. Even after, especially, I guess, after this little interview, I have a lot more questions about Daniel than I ever did. I don't think there's a person alive, Lori, that hasn't questioned Sebastian's case. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's so much to question, isn't there? There's a lot. All right. Let's continue on with this wonderful narrative.
Say for sure, but police say it was around 10 a.m. when they got a 911 call.
I ran up in the woods to the kids. They have cabins up in the woods, which only took me like 30 seconds. I came right back down. She was on the phone with the RCMP.
For 6 days, crews tackled an exhaustive search. The children's mother took the baby.
Wait a minute.
They say it was around 10 a.m. when they got a 911 call.
I ran up in the woods to the kids. They have cabins up in the woods, which only took me like 30 seconds. I came right back down. She was on the phone with the RCMP.
That's another misconception, because he said he immediately jumped in the vehicle and went looking for them on the dirt roads and in the culverts. So which is it? Which is it? And he also said that she didn't call RCMP until after he was gone. Yep. Well, just keep talking, Daniel. You're just digging your own grave. Yeah, exactly, Joanne. What about all the back roads and the culverts? 30 seconds, right? He's faster than a bullet. Can leap over tall buildings. we need we need to put a Daniel in the Superman suit, right? Oh my gosh.
For 6 days, crews tackled an exhaustive search. The children's mother took the baby to be with her family in another part of the province. Her mother told CBC News the RCMP told them not to speak with news reporters. The RCMP says it just advised everyone to be mindful of the information they share publicly. On May 7th, police scaled back the search.
The probability of survival is taken into consideration.
But search crews returned for 2 more weekends.
Guys, did you see what they were walking through?
Into consideration.
But search.
All right, look at that. Now you tell me. I mean, and you, as far as you can see, there are trees down. Look at what they're walking through, guys. You tell me if 6 and 4-year-olds could do that for very long. This is a really good up close shot of what they were dealing with. Not to mention, look at they're holding bushes out of the way. Look at how thick that is. No, those children are not in the woods. No worries. He gives me bad vibes too. Oh, he ran and he swam and he yelled and he drove around. Oh, he ran through waist deep water. Let's not forget that. Yes, and he ran through these woods that you see right on your screen here. He ran through those. Right? Just ran through them. Two sick kids who were not in school and an infant in the house. I'm personally having an issue with the 2 adults laying in the bed dozing. Oh, it was a lazy day though, Noni. It was a lazy morning. I agree with you. Get up and lay on the sofa, but keep an eye on the 2. Yes. Yeah. You've got to lift your legs up to get through that area. And think of, I mean, look at, that's almost up to his knee, right? Think about a 6 or a 4-year-old having to lift their leg up to get over that. I've said that all along. Yeah, there's no way those kids walked in the woods. Daniel puts me in mind of the Euro captain out of Mad Max. Oh, goodness sakes.
Crews returned for 2 more weekends until the end of May, searching well, mine shafts, and septic systems, even flying a drone beneath the home.
The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots.
Flying a drone beneath the home. That's kind of a neat idea. You don't have to go down there and all the spiders and critters and everything else.
Police say they found a boot print. And listen to this in the radio chatter.
Families brought us to a location there, not far away, that there's a piece of a blanket.
Police won't say anything about a blanket, but Martell says a piece of Lily's blanket was found near the boot print. He says both children may have undiagnosed autism.
For a lot of people, this story just sounds odd.
Mm-hmm. Okay, before we listen to Daniel. Cecilia. Yes, he did. And wasn't it Lily or wasn't it Malaya who said that look she wasn't for sure, but it looked like it was part of Lily's blanket? And Daniel said it wasn't. That's what I thought. I could be wrong.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I do. And I see it every day online.
He's keenly aware the public suspects him, says the police did too at the start.
Of course, the stepfather was always a prime suspect right off the beginning.
So he offered to take a polygraph test.
I was extremely nervous, especially with the first question they asked you, did you kill Lilly and Jack?
That was the first question they asked you.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Dee Dee when you need him? I want him to analyze this.
Yeah.
When did you find out the result of your test?
Immediately right after.
What did they say to you?
You did a good job, you passed.
Liar, liar, liar. Did you see his reaction there? Watch what he does with his face, guys.
What did they say to you?
You did a good job, you passed.
Hi, Kayla. How you doing?
The RCMP's Corporal Guillaume Tremblay is not an investigating officer, but he speaks for the force in Nova Scotia.
You know, it's quite rare that in my career I've never seen two missing children go at the same time.
Was anything found in any of these searches that was deemed to be of significance? Even if you can't tell me what it was, anything of significance?
So I can tell you that the investigation is ongoing and that we haven't found any evidence to show that there was an abduction of the children.
So you don't think they were abducted, but you can't find them. How do two young children just vanish?
That's a great question, Kayla, and we are asking for the public for tips and information.
He says the force has received close to 500 tips, some that have taken them elsewhere in the country. But the only confirmed sighting of Jack and Lilly was the day before they disappeared in Nova Scotia. Martell says the children were seen on camera with the whole family. Still, police are asking for trail camera footage in the area dating back 5 days. They say they're trying to establish a timeline in the lead up to the disappearance.
So when teams are tasked, they get a bearing.
Crews searched around 8.5 square kilometers.
Coming up through all of this stuff.
Amy Hansen has been the search manager for most of that. She's taking us into the woods to show us what her team.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Duper's delight. Yes, it is. Yeah. No way two small kids made it far in that terrain. Even if they got out, in my humble opinion, they wouldn't have made it far before one or both of them would have been in tears and searchers would have found them. I agree. Yes. Yep. He sure did. Exactly. Exactly. And you notice that the police officer didn't give any credence to the blanket. Yeah, they are not in the woods. I agree.
Has been dealing with.
The vast majority of it was probably from Fiona.
Downed trees from post-tropical storm Fiona 3 years ago.
This is actually fairly mild compared to some of the areas.
Over a total of 10 days, they searched for 12,000 hours.
It's pretty much unheard of in this province. It's the biggest search I've been involved in.
And she's been at this 22 years.
Do you think those kids are in the woods?
From everything I've seen, yes.
Why can't you find them?
They're small, they'd be hiding. They would have crawled underneath something probably when they got tired. They could have gone further than what we searched.
I don't agree with her. But I'm curious what she means when she says, from everything I've seen, yes. What do you guys think? Hello, Justice Jane. Good to see you. I know, me too. I agree. Everyone's brain because nothing seems normal. Yeah. Yeah. She needs to retire. But I'm curious, what did she mean from everything I've seen? What did she mean? I don't agree with her either. I just don't. Think the blanket was planted by the footprint. Yeah. I mean, there could be a lot of reasons. Was the blanket ripped apart? Did the ATV tire pick it up, drop it in the woods somewhere without real, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's gonna bug me though. From what I've seen, I gotta replay that. From everything I've seen, yes.
Find them. They're small. They'd be hiding. They would have crawled underneath something probably when they got tired. They could have gone further than what we searched. There's all kinds of scenarios.
I don't believe that.
And that's playing heavily on the mind of this woman, Lilly and Jack's paternal grandmother.
Their smiles are just beautiful.
She hadn't seen the children in nearly 2 years, a relationship left complicated after her son, their biological father, chose to stay out of their lives. She says he has been questioned by police 3 times.
A couple of days ago, they had contact and they told him that they weren't looking his way anymore, that everything was fine.
She says she joined the search herself as soon as she heard Lilly and Jack were missing. She doesn't believe the children are in the woods.
There's no reason for any child to wander deep into the woods. It's just not.
The brush is just too thick.
It is way too thick. Way too thick.
Tonight is about saying a prayer.
She attended a vigil in Pictou County marking 1 month since the children went missing and says she feels the support of the community and beyond.
Well, these are everybody's grandchildren. They're not just mine now.
As she clings to cherished keepsakes,
this is Lily's handprint.
She is pleading for any information that could provide answers.
There is nothing more pure and innocent than a 6 and a 4-year-old. And they deserve so much better than what they got.
She keeps her mind occupied spending time in the garden, surrounded by hummingbirds. Symbols of hope, though she admits now that so much time has passed, she doesn't have much hope the children will be found alive, and even worries the mystery of what happened to them may never be solved.
Okay. The dog found no scent. That's right. It is the woman. It is Belynda, yeah. The family took them to the piece of blanket. What family, Cheryl? I mean, Malaya's been gone. So it wasn't her. She didn't even go in the woods. I agree with you. There's no way. Yeah, if they're out there, then why aren't they doing recovery? Exactly. That that searcher lady, I just don't believe her. Yeah, we're going to listen to her next. Let's go ahead and go there since we're almost on to an hour. So this is Belynda Gray. Her son is Lilly and Jack's bio father.
These are gone. My heart tells me that. My heart tells me these babies are gone. My heart tells me that. I am the grandmother of Lilly and Jack. I am the grandmother on the biological father's side. My son is Cody Sullivan. He's not in jail. He's never been out west. He does not have a criminal record. And right now he's living with me. He has been for 9 months.
How did you find out that Lilly and Jack were missing?
The mom of my grandson called me. We were in town. She asked if I heard the news. She sent me the article that was on Facebook showing the kids missing. I couldn't call Malay yet, so I waited till we got home. And I called, well, I didn't call her, I texted her. And she told me that, yes, that the kids were missing, that they've been missing since this morning. I was in a state of panic, shock. But in the back of my mind, I kept saying, well, they'll find them. I mean, I'm assuming that they'd find them. So I told her, well, we'll head out first thing in the morning and help with the search. It was around between 3 and 3:30 in the morning. A couple of cop cars pull into the driveway. The lights wake me up that I'm a fairly light sleeper, so I see the cars pull in, so I knew what it was. So they come inside. They only stood in the kitchen. They wanted me to wake Cody up, and they wanted to know when was the last time he had seen the kids, and that they were just making sure that the kids weren't here.
Do you guys find that strange that the police would come at like 3:30 in the morning to question the bio dad? Yeah, she really does. I think that what she has said has been genuine. I honestly think that she is a very trusting woman. So when Daniel was talking to her, she believed him. But she even says it on here that she felt that Malaya was a wonderful mother. And so when Daniel said it was all about Meadow, and she ignored Jack and Lilly in those texts or whatever, and she said, did she have postpartum depression? She was trying to find a way, guys, to explain what he was saying. That because she knew Malaya wasn't that type of person, right? No, they wanted to surprise them in an hour they didn't expect in case they're hiding the kids. Well, I guess that makes sense, right? Oh, okay. Interesting. So I wonder what family. Wouldn't that be good to know? Yeah. I'd like to know who that was, wouldn't you?
And then they left. So we showed up Saturday morning, me and my sister, and we met up with my daughter, and we started, well, I asked Malaya, I said, Malaya, I said, you know your kids. Nobody knows their kids like their mom. Where do your kids normally go to play out in the yard? What direction do they usually like to explore? And she said, well, they always play up in the little woods right on the side. I said, well, okay. I said, we'll start from that point and we'll work our way out. We had spoken to a search and rescue, and we weren't allowed on the other side because that's where they were searching at the time. So we just started combing through the woods up through there. We were gone for a couple of hours. I'm yelling for Lilly and Jack. We always call Jack Jackie Boy. And yeah, that went on for a few hours, but those woods, I started to feel that I can't see them being in the woods. There's trees everywhere. You literally have to climb over trees, climb under bushes. It is really, really thick. We come back out and I went in to see Malaya again. I assumed she was in shock. She was very, very non-emotional, very just flat, monotone. But Malaya's very soft-spoken anyway, that she's not usually excitable. I thought that's made her a really great mom. She was an excellent mom. She never raised her kid or her voice at the kids. That it was always, now Lily, what did mommy say? And I used to think, now if anybody's meant to be a mom, it was her. A part of me still feels that.
Why only a part of you still feels that? What do you mean?
After seeing the place, seeing the condition of the home, it was like the total opposite of what I knew of Malaya. She was always clean, very clean about herself, about the kids, about her home. This home looked more like a camp. Now, I don't know if it's from all the people that were there, because I didn't show up till the day after. But it was very unkempt. I was pretty surprised.
I love you.
Lily is, she was my little dream girl, the first granddaughter. And I loved that she had the brown hair and she had a space between her teeth, which I had when I was a kid. So yeah, she was our little princess. Jack was such a sober, serious little baby that he didn't like to smile. You could tickle him and he would look at you ever so serious, like he was really studying you.
And so how long were your son and Malaya together?
3.5 years, I think it was, yeah. I thought they were the picture-perfect family. Then Malaya started to tell me that they were having problems and she wasn't happy. She told me that she wasn't happy and she thinks she's going to leave. And I told her that we supported whatever she decides, that one good parent is way better than 2 broken ones.
And then how did that change your relationship with Lilly and Jack?
I thought it was going to change, but it didn't. Yeah, it didn't change. Malaya, she was a sweetheart. Anytime we wanted to see the kids, she'd come by for a visit. She'd bring them by all the time. It was actually really, really good.
So when was the last time you saw the children?
1.5 years, almost, really. It's about 1 year and 9 months.
Okay, so this is telling me, guys, that something happened with Malaya when she moved in with Daniel. A complete about face of who she was at her core. So was there DV going on? What happened? You know, was it postpartum depression? What happened to her? Right? Because this is a woman who knew her before. And she's still speaking good things about her. Yes, irritating, isn't it? Okay. And Daniel's the one that's shocked because they can't find anything they planted in the woods. Probably. And guys, for all we know, it could have been this family because she said her sister and her daughter came, right? So in my humble opinion, that little tidbit of insight about the person she knew Malaya to be actually speaks volumes about what Malaya's mindset and mental health may have been in. I think so too. Something happened after she moved in with Daniel. Right? Something happened. That's kind of scary.
How did you deal with that?
Really, to be honest, maybe I didn't deal good enough with it. I looked at the fact that when her and my son separated, my son walked away. He chose to walk away, that she wanted sole custody of the kids. So she petitioned the courts for sole custody, and when she did that, he said he was done.
Were you ever formally questioned?
Yes.
So then it's about a month after Lilly and Jack are last seen that they come and formally question you.
So it's about 3 weeks. They questioned Cody for an hour and a half in the vehicle, and then they questioned me for 2 hours in the vehicle.
How did that feel to you?
I didn't mind. I mean, to me, I expected I'm the grandmother, so it wasn't a surprise to me.
That's an innocent woman, right? She didn't mind being questioned. She was willing to give them any information that they needed, right? She knew it. She expected to be. She didn't have a problem with it. That's someone who's, innocent. They have nothing to hide.
I'm assuming the sooner they do all that, I wish they would have done it sooner, that the sooner they can move on. So I didn't have a problem. My son was a little upset about it. He said they made him feel like he did something wrong, and he said he hadn't seen the kids in 3 years. So he was a little upset about it, that he said that they really...
Sounds like they leaned pretty hard on Cody, which is, understandable. They want to make sure that he didn't do anything, right? Kind of sad, but it is what it is. They have to do what they have to do.
Bushes. It is really, really thick. We come back out and I went in to see Malaya again. I assumed she was in shock. She was very, very naughty.
And so how long were your son and Malaya together?
3.5 years, I think it was, yeah. I thought they were the picture-perfect family.
I'm just trying to find the right spot, guys.
Tell me that they were having problems and she wasn't happy.
So then it's about a month after Lilly and Jack are last seen that they come and formally question you.
So it's about 3 weeks. They questioned Cody for an hour and a half in the vehicle, and then they questioned me for 2 hours in the vehicle.
How did that feel to you?
I didn't mind. I mean, to me, I expected I'm the grandmother, so it wasn't a surprise to me. I'm assuming the sooner they do all that, I wish they would have done it sooner, that the sooner they can move on. So I didn't have a problem. My son was a little upset about it. He said they made him feel like he did something wrong, and he said he hadn't seen the kids in 3 years. So he was a little upset about it, that he said that they really come at him hard. They wanted to know what her favorite color was, and he said, they were babies when I seen them last. He said, she was just learning what she wanted to figure out to eat. I don't know what her color is. So yeah, he was pretty upset.
Have they ever talked to him again since then?
A couple of days ago, they had contact and they told him that they weren't looking his way anymore, that everything was fine.
And have they ever given you any information?
No, it's always the same thing.
Which is what?
They've got everybody on it. They are looking at all avenues. They can't divulge any information that could compromise their investigation. It's the exact same words.
Why are you so sure they're not in the woods?
I have children. I have grandchildren. And I see what kids are like through the woods. There's no reason for any child to wander deep into the woods. There's just not. I think somebody hurt these kids. I think somebody hurt them.
You don't sound very hopeful.
No. Our last day searching on Monday and seeing the woods and seeing the searchers and everybody everywhere. There's no way those kids are in the woods. There is nothing more pure and innocent than a 6 and a 4.
That's really scary, guys. And heartbreaking, to hear her say that. I did just want to bring up, this is the picture where somebody was saying that Jack had been abused. They're saying this is a bruise here and a laceration, and that there's this, and that he has a split lip right there. I don't know, guys, but I thought I'd point it out. I don't know if that's true. Is this shadowing? I don't know. You would think that if Jack went to school like that they would call CPS.
3-year-old. And they deserve so much better than what they got.
I agree with you, Lori. Why did they wait 3 weeks? Yeah, I think we can assume the biodata has been cleared. I usually don't take anyone's word for it, but I really think that this grandma, I think Belynda is telling the truth. I really do. Yeah, she seems to be a really sweet lady. Starting to think Malaya's mom was right when she said Daniel was poisoned, right? And Daniel's trying to make himself look good, right? Because, think about it. She left, and so everybody knows that because she's not there. And not only that, but she took all her pictures off of Facebook that had anything to do with Daniel, and then marked herself as single. So she made it obvious to the world by doing that, what she thinks of Daniel. So he's set on trying to make himself look good, right? I think that something changed. That's pretty obvious because we have a woman that knew Malaya before Daniel, right? Here's my thought, though. Belynda didn't come out and say it, but I just got this sinking feeling that she believes Daniel, and I think she's thinking Malaya did something because she believes Daniel. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just got that impression from her. She didn't accuse her of anything, which is good. At your son's school, they touched up the photos. Well, obviously they didn't because he did have that sore on his chin, right? I didn't get any red flags from her or what she said. There's just reading between the lines, I was getting the feeling that, you know, how when she said that, the way she said it, she thought Malaya was in shock. She said, I thought Malaya was in shock because she was very calm, right? Just little things that she said like that that made me wonder, are you suspecting Malaya of doing something to those babies? Really? You know, I mean, just, and, you know, and then I went, and I'm thinking, did you really think that, did you believe Daniel and his garbage? Because Belynda, go watch Deception Detective if you did, right? Because yeah, I'm I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying that I think Malaya is totally innocent. Obviously, for one thing, I think there's a form of neglect. But I think there may be something more that we're not aware of that happened after she got with Daniel. Did she feel stuck with him? I don't know. Here's the thing. Listening to Belynda, if Malaya felt like she had nowhere to go, don't you think Belynda would have taken her and those babies in? I do, in a heartbeat. I think she would have. That is very true. They can say and make people look bad, and a lot of people believe them. Yes. He has he? Well, we'll have to go over it tomorrow night. It gives us content for tomorrow night. I'm not going to watch it tonight. I want to know what he thinks of Daniel. I really do. You know, I'm almost afraid of what he would think about Belynda. You think both are heavily involved? I'm leaning that way as well. But I think it was some kind of an accident and then a cover up. But now that they're not together, who's going to crack first is a question, right? Because, you know, in Sebastian's case, we have said that if CP and KP ever really broke up, one of them is going to talk first. And it's probably going to be Chris, right? Is Daniel protecting the person that hurt the children? Why are we not hearing from his mother and the rest of his family? Good question. Good question. Don't know. I think the kids may have been gone by the time she called the school. That could very well be. That's why they're looking for that dash cam footage, I think. There's another guy claiming to be related to Malaya. He's a Daniel supporter. Oh, heaven forbid. I don't want to know. Oh my gosh. Why couldn't we have just had a good outcome in this case like we did with Claire Bell? Daniel's mom is sus to me, a dog that keeps on barking, living in a trailer full of cats. Yeah. I I don't know, guys. The longer this case goes on, the more that it reminds me of Sebastian's case. Got a mom and a stepdad who's sus, and we have a bio dad who's not involved. So these children do not have a Seth or a Brandy or a Jason Ayler. Right? These children don't have that. Hello, Tiffany. We do not speak about other creators in here, though, okay? Maybe something happened to one kid and the other kid witnessed it. Could be. What channel is next for actors claiming to be related? Anyone? Yeah. A faceless dad who didn't go to look for his kids. Yeah, he said he hasn't seen him for 3 years. So that means that Lilly was 3 and Jack was a year old. He didn't know her favorite color because she was just learning how to eat. That doesn't make any sense because if she was 3, she should have been eaten already. Remember, Belynda said that, so. Oh, wait a minute. I have a friend who is a crazy cat lady. She couldn't have children, so she has, I think, 4 cats. And her husband just passed away. He was so young. He wasn't even 50 yet. It's really sad. Really sad. But I know what you're saying. There are some crazy old cat ladies. I had to put a lock on my cupboards when my son was 2. Yeah. Cats are okay. Trying to decide what to eat is what he said. Even so, Joanne, it doesn't make any sense why he said that. I mean, all he would have had to say was she was 3 years old. She didn't have a favorite color yet. Right? I mean, something like that. Oh. No, you're not, Cecilia. I love all animals. I used to have 2 cats and 2 dogs. Now it's just my ginger girl. Yeah. It is true though. I mean, some it seems like the people who have the least sometimes have the most cats running everywhere. And, I had a rental. My husband and I actually bought the rental, and the downstairs there was a triplex, and the downstairs people we knew we were probably going to have to try to evict. And so I went to do an inspection after we bought it, and there literally was a path through this apartment to walk. And even in this path, there was cat poop, and all you could smell was feces and cat pee everywhere. It was awful. Oh, it was horrible. I went up outside. I threw up. I mean, it was awful, guys. Awful. Because he didn't know if he had color. Mom said they were pressuring him. Yeah, that could be. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yes, it was really bad. So, I think some people give cats a bad name. No, I myself love dogs. The only cat that I've really been around was my stepdaughter's cat. We kept her for a while they were building their home, and she really was a good cat. She was older, and I'd come home from work and I'd find her under my bed every day. And by the time evening came, she'd be lounged on my lap watching TV. So yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, I just had never been my only other experience with cats was a not so great one when I was 16. So Siamese cats. Yeah. Well, and I'm sure my friend is the same thing. They couldn't have children, and she's young. Like I said, she's in her early 40s. They both were, and her husband just passed away. But they couldn't have children. But they had 4 cats, and they call them their children. And I mean, those cats are spoiled rotten. Let me tell you what. But yes, she loves her cats, and she's alone now. So I'm sure same thing. Her cats are her life. Yeah, cats and dogs give that unconditional love. I'd be lost without Lacey. I don't know what I'm going to do when she does go. I hope she outlives me, but then I guess Brenda Jo just gets her. It rules you. Gotcha. Yeah. These Siamese cats never liked me. Do they like anybody? I mean, seriously. I was babysitting, and it was out in the country, and this couple had three little kids, right? And they lived in a cabin. It was a really nice cabin, mind you, on a lake, right? And so kind of, I had all the lights off, right? And I was watching a horror movie on TV. Stupid thing to do, right? but their Siamese cat had kittens. And I'm sitting in the chair watching this horror movie, and all of a sudden, all these kittens at the same time decided to jump on the back of the chair that I was sitting in, scared the living crap out of me. And then they were all over me. And oh, I gotta tell you, I've not liked Siamese cats since. I have 2 guinea pigs, 1 hamster, 1 turtle, and a partridge in a pear tree. I had a pet shop for a while. We raised cockatiels and 7 kids. Yeah, I wouldn't want animals with 7 kids. You've got enough animals. Oh, I mean that in a loving way. Yeah, exactly what I mean about Siamese cats. She was a guard cat. Kittens are nuts. Some Siamese kittens are really nuts. Yes. I love golden retriever. It's my favorite dog. I've had 3 goldens, and Lacey is half golden retriever, half Australian shepherd, which, boy, I would never ever want that combo again, ever. Boom. Yeah, kittens are darling, aren't they? And all kittens but Siamese kittens are darling. He won't live in your attic, huh? Yes. And see, that's the reason why I don't have cats. Because they're everywhere. They're everywhere. My friend who has the 4 cats that I was just talking about, she doesn't even put up a Christmas tree because they destroy it. Yes. Yes. That's awesome. We should do kind of like what Mob Crew does. We should do a family fur baby album. Right? That'd be fun. The cats in the Christmas tree. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. She said that they destroy it every single time. All right. So today's grannyism, consistency is a key. If you want to be taken seriously, be consistent. Consistency is more important than perfection. Who needs to know this? I think maybe Chris and Katie Proudfoot and Daniel Martell. Didn't we just hear that they don't tell them the results? I don't know. I thought I heard that somewhere. I don't think he passed on, honestly. And that's why I want to hear what Deception Detective has to say about his interview. No, 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 no. I can't stand mice. Like, oh, don't bring him inside. Don't bring him inside. Brenda gets him downstairs. I I won't. I hate him. I hate him. I can't deal with him. You guys tie your Christmas trees up because of your cats. Tie them to the wall. Oh man. Yeah. It'd be interesting to know what the RCMP thinks of that interview by Daniel. But yes, consistency. When I saw this and I saw all of Daniel's change in his story, I was like, oh my goodness, consistency is the key. I got to find quotes on consistency. Mr. Yum Yum, yes. Mr. Yummy, so we'll watch him tomorrow night and see what he says about about Daniel's inconsistencies, and I'm going to call it. I'm going to say that he will say that Daniel is lying about passing that polygraph test. What did we call it? Duper's Delight, right? Is that what he's going to call it, or is he going to have one of his deception cards to tell us what it says? So, all right, guys. That's all I had for tonight. Enjoy your fur babies, guys. Enjoy your fur babies, and we will watch Mr. Yummy tomorrow night. So have a great night. Please hit the like button on your way out. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at granny'scrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.